Barack Elite asks, how do you get your sounds from? So I get my sounds from many places. If you go to Spriter's resource, there's a sounds tab at the top, and these are sound files ripped from many different games that you can just download and use. For instance, this is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Let's say I want to get a Lisi sound file. Okay, and everything here is those are the sounds. Now, if you want to use it in Mugen or Ikemen, you need to make sure it's a WAV file, .wav. If it's an MP3 or an OGG, it will not work. You need a WAV file. Now, if you are looking for a game that's like a particular voice, like say, I'm looking for Bloody Roar from the GameCube. I'll go to GameCube, B for Bloody Roar, and I don't see it here. So now, like, what if I want to rip the sound myself? Well, to do that, you're going to need an emulator, and you're going to need Audacity. Audacity is a free application for audio recording, editing, and stuff like that. It's really nice. It's really good. I recommend it. I use it to edit a lot of music files, to shorten them or extend them. I've made a couple extended music files. I've mixed a couple music files, and I use it to edit audio as well. You can make things sound robotic. You can make them sound demonic. You could do all kinds of things to the voices. It's a really good application. So this is Audacity here. I'm going to load up my GameCube emulator. Okay, here's my GameCube emulator. I'm going to load up Bloody Roar. I have it set to a full screen resolution, which I need to shrink itself. Okay, to record the game audio, you need to do audio setup. Or I think if you full screen, it's still the same. Okay, audio setup, and then recording device. You have to set it to the right thing. This is my microphone, what I'm talking to right now. You have to enable stereo mix. So yeah, you need to enable stereo mix. Stereo mix allows you to record the computer's audio. And what you hope for is a game that pretty much has a sound test mode. So let's go over to a character. Let's Bakuryu, and then SoundFX player. So now I'm going to hit record. Recording on Audacity is set up to not record my voice, but to record the desktop's voice, which is all applications on the desktop, which is why the line is straight. So as I play through the sounds, okay, so this is a good example of it. So my sound effects was off, and apparently this sound effects player's voices too. So let me stop this for a second. Let me close that one, start over again. Yeah, so I'm recording now. It's only gonna pick up this audio. So let's go to first audio. You see those little dots in the little thing here. I'm not sure what this is called, but that's how it's picking up the audio. So I've never heard that before. You go from sound to sound, and you pretty much just play. Next one. Next one. Next one. Okay. This is just for example. I'm not ripping these, obviously. Close this all out. So now, as you can see here on the... I really don't know what this graph is called. With all these things. But they're very tiny. So you need to select all. I'm using Control A to select all. Go to Effect, go to Volume, and Amplify. Default, it'll automatically amplify to the most it can, that it allows before the audio starts crackling. And the reason why is that the highest sounding noise will hit the edge of the bar on top. That's it. So yeah, so these are little beeps. That's loud. So we're gonna get rid of the beeps. And if you recall, there are beeps in between. Oh, by the way, this is more of like an old-fashioned way of ripping sounds. I think there's ways to like dump the audio from the CD or the game to just get them fresh and direct from the game itself. This is just one of my old-fashioned techniques of ripping stuff. This works in almost everything as long as it allows you to disable noises like music and sound effects like swords, swooshing, or gunshots or whatever. So I'm just going to play this back now. This might echo on my microphone and the stereo mix. And there you go. Now I will go to File, Export Audio, whatever I want to name it to. And I'll make sure it's a format .wav Microsoft. I'm not sure why it says Microsoft there, but it must be a brand thing. Yeah, so save it as a .wav, and then you can use this audio file in Mugen or Ikemen. If you wanted to put a sound file, like a part of a sound, a music, a song, you would cut the song to what you want it to be, and then you would save it as a .wav, and you add it to the character. And there you go. You can play the music in the character. The only thing to keep in mind is that the longer the sound file, the longer the sound is that you're saving, the bigger your sound file is going to get. So, you know, if you're thinking about a character's file size, that's something that's very important to consider. But that's it. Simple as that.